My beloved child, breathe deeply, because some victories happen quietly, long before anyone celebrates them. Pause. Many people think mountains are only stone, huge objects, physical barriers. But some of the hardest mountains in life cannot be touched by hand. Fear, debt, delay, self-doubt, heartbreak, confusion. The heavy seasons that make progress feel impossible. These are mountains too. My beloved child. There were days you felt trapped. Days when no path looked open. Days when prayer felt silent. Days when effort seemed invisible. Days when everyone else appeared to move forward, while you remained stuck. But something was still happening. Faith was working underground. Even when you could not feel it. Even when results were hidden. Even when tears were your only language. Pause. Many people quit because they mistake silence for absence. But roots grow in silence. Strength grows in silence. Character grows in silence. Trust grows in silence. And mountains often begin moving silently too. My beloved child. The mountain in your life may have already shifted. You think nothing changed. Yet you are stronger, wiser, more disciplined, less naive, more careful with energy, more aware of what matters. Those changes are not small. They are proof. Because sometimes the first miracle is not the obstacle moving. It is you changing enough to climb what once defeated you. Think honestly tonight. What mountain once felt impossible, that now feels smaller? Anxiety? Money pressure? People pleasing? Old pain? Lack of direction? Fear of beginning? Name it. Because named victories deserve honor. My beloved child. Now we speak of the gold. Many hear gold and think only money. But some of the richest rewards are peace after chaos, confidence after doubt, wisdom after mistakes, self-respect after betrayal, steady finances after disorder, healthy love after loneliness, purpose after drifting. This gold was hidden behind the mountain all along. The obstacle blocked the view, not the reward. Pause. Some seasons feel cruel, until you realize they were protecting treasure. The hardship taught discipline. The delay taught patience. The pain taught discernment. The pressure built strength. And now you can carry what once would have crushed you. That is why timing matters. My beloved child. Do not celebrate only when money comes. Celebrate when peace returns. Celebrate when habits improve. Celebrate when mornings feel lighter. Celebrate when you trust yourself again. These are treasures many wealthy people still chase. Ask yourself honestly. What reward has already arrived that I almost overlooked? Strength? healing, clarity, better boundaries, renewed hope. Name it. Because gratitude unlocks deeper abundance. My beloved child, you thought the mountain was against you. Maybe it was hiding the gold. Until you were ready. And if you are ready now, more reward may be closer than you think. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe you felt this deeply. You survived more than you give yourself credit for. And survival may have shaped you for something beautiful next. If this message gave you hope, gratitude, or strength tonight, then something meaningful happened here. And if you'd like to help keep messages like this reaching others who are still staring at mountains they think will never move, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some choose to support with $20 as a kind gesture. Some give $50 or $100 to help these messages reach more hearts. Some are able to give more. And many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this with 5 people. Every act of kindness matters. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating uplifting messages and helping more people discover the reward behind the struggle. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes, one message tonight help someone realize the mountain was already moving. Part 2: Why the mountain stood there so long. My beloved child, come closer. Because some obstacles were not punishment. They were protection. Pause. In Part 1, you saw the mountain. Fear. Delay. Heavy seasons. The things that stood between you and relief. But now, you must understand why some mountains remain longer than expected. Not to break you, to prepare you. My beloved child. Many people ask, why did this take so long? Why was the road so hard? Why did others pass me first? But they ask too early. Because sometimes the answer is only visible later. The mountain was standing there to slow you until wisdom caught up, to hold you back until character grew stronger, to block quick success until discipline could sustain it, to delay certain doors until your heart healed enough to walk through them wisely. That truth matters. Think honestly tonight. What would have happened if you received certain blessings too early? Money without discipline? Love without boundaries? Influence without humility? Opportunity without maturity? Some gifts destroy people when delivered before readiness. Pause. The mountain may have looked cruel, but maybe it was mercy in disguise. Because not all closed doors are rejection. Some are timing. Not all delays are loss. Some are training. Not all waiting is empty. Some waiting builds capacity. My beloved child. And what was the goal behind it? Not only reward. Readiness. the ability to keep peace, the strength to hold abundance, the wisdom to choose better people, the discipline to protect progress, the confidence to stop shrinking. This gold cannot be bought. It must be formed. That is why the mountain stood. My beloved child. Many people chase treasure without becoming able to carry it. Then when it comes, it collapses them. But you are being shaped differently. The heavy season taught endurance. The lonely season taught self-respect. The slow season taught patience. The uncertain season taught trust. The pressured season taught focus. These lessons are treasure too. Think honestly tonight. What did your mountain give you that comfort never could? Strength? Discernment? Faith? Maturity? Depth? Name it. Because pain transformed deserves recognition. Pause. Do not only ask why it hurt. Ask what it built. That question turns bitterness into wisdom. My beloved child. Some mountains remain until the person climbing changes enough. And maybe that person has changed now. Maybe the reason the path opens next is not because the mountain moved. It is because you grew taller than it. Ask yourself honestly. What am I now capable of that I was not before? Peace? Consistency? Better love? Financial wisdom? Leadership? Then honor that growth. Because the gold behind the mountain may already be inside you. And what is inside you now can attract what is outside later. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe you realized something powerful. The delay may have carried more love than you understood at the time. If this message gave you healing, clarity, or hope tonight, then something meaningful happened here. And if you'd like to help keep messages like this reaching others who are still angry at mountains that may be preparing them, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some choose to support with $20 as a kind gesture. Some give $50 or $100 to help these messages reach more hearts. Some are able to give more. And many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this with 5 people. Every act of kindness matters. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating uplifting messages and helping more people understand their process. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes one message tonight helps someone stop cursing the mountain and start valuing the growth. Part 3: The cracks you almost missed. My beloved child, look closely now. Because some breakthroughs begin so quietly. People mistake them for nothing. Pause. In Part 2, you learned why the mountain stood there. Preparation. Timing. Growth hidden inside delay. But now, the season changes. The mountain does not always fall in one moment. Sometimes it cracks first. And cracks are holy signs. My beloved child. Many people quit too early. Because they expected collapse. While heaven was sending fractures. They wanted fireworks. But change often begins as pressure lines. A small opening. A shift in weight. A strange new hope. A lighter morning. A thought that says, maybe I really can change. These are cracks. Do not overlook them. Think honestly tonight. What has started feeling different lately? The fear that once ruled you sounds weaker. The habit that once owned you feels easier to resist. The people who drained you feel easier to release. The dream you buried keeps returning to your mind. Your tolerance for wasting time has decreased. These are not random moods. These are fractures in the old mountain. Pause. Many people say, nothing has changed yet. But they ignore the signs. You no longer enjoy what harmed you. You no longer fit where you once shrank. You no longer admire what once distracted you. You no longer believe every lie fear says. That is change. Deep change. The outside often moves later. My beloved child. Some mountains collapse externally. Only after they lose authority internally. When fear stops ruling. The mountain weakens. When discipline enters. The mountain weakens. When truth is spoken. The mountain weakens. When consistency returns. The mountain weakens. When self-respect grows. The mountain weakens. That is why inner victories matter. They loosen outer barriers. Think deeply tonight. What crack have I been dismissing? Better mornings? More courage? Less chaos? Clearer priorities? New hunger for growth? Name it. Because what you recognize, you cooperate with. What you dismiss, you may delay. My beloved child. Do not demand a landslide tomorrow, while ignoring the fracture today. Protect the crack. Feed the shift. Honor the small progress. Repeat the better habit. Say yes to the wiser choice. Because little cracks become open paths. Pause. Some people are one habit away from financial relief. One boundary away from peace. 1 month away from restored confidence. One decision away from momentum. Do not underestimate nearness. My beloved child. You thought the mountain was standing still. Maybe it was already breaking. And if it is breaking now, what was hidden behind it may soon become visible. Fire deep outro, fresh plus soft donation CTA. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe you needed this reminder. Something may already be changing, even if it still looks small. And small cracks can lead to giant breakthroughs. If this message gave you hope, patience, or strength tonight, then something meaningful happened here. And if you'd like to help keep messages like this reaching others who are quitting right before the mountain breaks, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some choose to support with $20 as a kind gesture. Some give $50 or $100 to help these messages reach more hearts. Some are able to give more. And many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this with 5 people. Every act of kindness matters. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating uplifting messages and helping more people hold on until breakthrough comes. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes, one message tonight help someone stay one more day until everything changes.